Hi Sowis and aspiring Sowis, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Doyen, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to properly draft a pattern for a bodysuit. This video is going to be a part 1, and then I'll be dropping a part 2 video in the next one showing you how to properly sew a bodysuit. So if you're interested in any of this and you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you want to subscribe, you want to click on the notification bell to get notified when I drop the next video. So please kindly stay tuned and watch this particular video to the end. The first thing you want to do is to place your pattern paper on a fold, then rule a margin across on the top side of your pattern paper, just like I am doing in this video. Now my pattern paper is on a fold because I am cutting to pieces, including the back and the front bodies. I hope you understand. So from this top point, which is my shoulder line, I'm going to measure my breast point, which is 10 inches, and I'm going to mark that point there. Also from that point, from the shoulder line, I'm going to come down by my half length, which is also 16.5. Then I'm going to mark a point there. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to rule a line across on these dots that I already marked. So from my waistline here, I'm going to come down by 5 inches, then also rule a line across just as illustrated in this video. So my crotch measurement from my waistline is actually 13 inches. So since I already came down by 5 inches away from my waistline, I'm going to just subtract 5 inches away from the 13 inches. So what I have left is 8 inches, which I actually marked here. So your crotch length is actually going to be dependent on your butt size or your height size. So once you're done with all of this, then the next thing is to label. So I'm going to label this as my breast point, then this as my waistline. Then I'm going to label this other one as my hip line, then this as my crotch. So next thing you want to measure here is your neckline measurement. So for my neckline width, I'm going to come in by 2.5. Then for my neckline depth, I'm going to come down by 3.5. So it depends. If you want it, if you don't want a firm neck, you can come down by 4 inches. You can come down by, depending on the size of your body actually, so you can come down by 4 inches, 4.5 if you're on a chubby side. Next thing here is shoulder line measurement. Shoulder line divided by 2 is 7.5. So I'm just going to mark that here. Then from my shoulder line point, I'm going to come down again by 1 inch to form a slopey shoulder line. So on this other chest line area, I'm going to measure my shoulder line, which is 7.5 here, just to mark the line for my armhole, just as you can see me do in this video. So I'm just going to connect these dots together to form a straight line, just as you can see. Then I'm going to connect this 1 inch towards my neckline, just as seen in this video. So from this slopey line here, I'm going to measure my armhole, which is 7 inches. So I'm going to come down by 7 inches here and mark a point there. So I'm going to be ruling a line across, just as you can see me do right here. So this is going to be my chest line. Again, on this line, I'm going to come out by 0.75. Then I'm going to form a midpoint for my armhole, which is 3.5 here. Then I'm going to come in by 0.5 here. So basically, I'm going to be using my French curve to connect these dots together. I started from this down part of my armhole, connecting it towards the center point of my armhole, towards the shoulder line, just as illustrated in this video. So this is what it looks like after drafting. So the next thing we're going to measure here will be the body measurement. So my chest line here, I'm going to go ahead to measure my bust, which is 34 inches. 34 inches divided by 4 is 8.5. So I'm just going to subtract half inch from each of my circumference measurements. So instead of 8.5, I measured 8 inches. So on my waistline here, my waist is 26 inches. 26 inches divided by 4 is 6.5. So I'm going to subtract half inch from that. So I'm going to mark 6 inches here. Next is my hip measurement. So my hip is 34 inches. 34 inches divided by 4 is 8.5. So I subtracted half inch from that measurement as well. So I'm just going to be connecting these together, just as you can see me do in this video. The next thing here is to form an extension for my bodysuit. So I'm just going to come down by 1 inch here and mark a point there. This is the front part that I am still drafting. So that's why I'm coming down by 1 inch. So for the wideness, I'm going to come out by 1.5 just for the wideness. So this is the front part of my bodysuit. That is why I'm coming down by 1 inch extension. I hope you understand. Then from that point to this point, I'm going to connect the lines together. But because it is a bodysuit and we want to bring out the shape of our butt and all of that, so I'm going to be forming a curve around here. So just feel free to use your French curve in a way that suits your body type just to achieve your goal. So this is what we have for the front bodies. So the next thing I'm just going to be doing here is to label it as the front. Then I'm going to proceed to making the modification for the back side. So I'm just going to come down from this neckline by 1 inch, then mark a curve around this neckline area. So this is going to be the neckline for my back bodies. I hope you understand. Then for the back side curve, you want to make it wider than the front side so as to be able to accommodate your butt size. So it depends on the size of your butt. Actually, you can decide to make it slimmer or you make it wider depending on your butt size. So I'm just going to make mine a little bit wider than the front, just as seen in this video. Then I'm going to come down for my own backside extension by 4 inches. You can try to come down by 3 inches if you are not on the tall side, or if your butt is not that big. You can come down by 3 inches just for a proper modification, or 2.5 inches. So once I have this marked, I'm just going to connect the lines together like this. The wideness of the back side extension is also 1.5 inches, just like we did for the front side. So this is what we have drafted already. This is the back side. The one with the longer extension is the back side, while the one with the shorter extension is the front side. So I'm just going to go ahead to cut out the measurement for the back bodies. So once I'm done with the back side, I'm just going to open it up at the center point, just so as to differentiate the front parts from the back part. So this is going to be labeled as the back side, the back bodies. Looking at the structure of what we carved already, this is the back bodies. So for the front bodies, I'm just going to make my modification. I'm going to start by taking out the extension for the back side, and then I'm going to also cut out the neckline for the front bodies, which is what you can see me do right here. Then remember that while we're drafting, we made the crotch area of the front body slimmer than the back side. So I'm just cutting out this excess from it, just as you can see me do in this video. If you don't understand this particular illustration I'm giving, then you want to watch the video again, because it's very straightforward. The only thing I did was to cut the patterns together, you understand. So this part is going to be on a fold while I'm placing it on my fabric, and this other part is also going to be on a fold. So this is the back bodies, while this is the front bodies. I hope you understand. So I'm going to see you again in the next video. Bye.